Hello, today's topic is the reading comprehension strategy of main idea and details. So we're going to start by talking about what is the main idea. The main idea is the big idea or the central point that the author tries to make, and that could be in a paragraph or any type of reading passage. The main idea is the big idea that the author wants us to understand. Most of the time, the topic sentence or the first sentence in the paragraph or the essay will tell you the main idea of the reading and will let you know what your paragraph or your essay will be about. So a lot of times the topic sentence or the first sentence will tell you about the main idea, but not always. So what are the supporting details? Supporting details are the sentences that back up your main idea. They have information that helps explain and prove the author's point. So details that support the main idea. So here's an example. Let's take a look. If the main idea is winter is the best time of the year, what would supporting details be to support that main idea? So imagine that you're reading a paragraph and the first sentence says, winter is the best time of the year. What supporting details might you hear? Go ahead and take a moment to think about it. You can pause the recording if you'd like. You can write it down if you want, or say it out loud, or tell your learning coach. All right, you might have said, winter's the best time of the year because we have snow at our house, or sometimes we get to go visit the snow, or I love cold weather, or that's when we celebrate Christmas at our house, or Hanukkah. So those might be some reasons that an author would include in a paragraph that started with the sentence, winter is the best time of the year. So here's our main idea, and our supporting details might be because it's cold and I love the cold weather, or the other examples that we discussed. Very good. Let's try another one. If the main idea is Kava is a wonderful school, that would be our main idea, our starting sentence maybe. What would be the supporting details that would support the main idea? So what do you think? What are some reasons someone might say Kava is a wonderful school? Go ahead and pause the recording if you'd like and think about it. All right, well, you might have said, because I enjoy working from home, or because Kava has wonderful teachers, or I really enjoy working on the computer, and we get to do that a lot at Kava. So there might be a lot of reasons why someone might say Kava is a wonderful school. So remember, the main idea would be Kava is a wonderful school, and the supporting details would support that Kava is wonderful. They'd be reasons why. All right, one more. And you might be learning about this in science. If so, you might know. If you don't know, that's okay. But let's think about this one. If the main idea is there are three main types of rocks. There are three main types of rocks. What would the supporting details be to support that main idea? Remember, this might be the first sentence of your paragraph. What would be the supporting details? Go ahead and pause the recording. Think about it and then press play again. All right. If you named the three types of rocks, then very good. You know a lot about science as well. If you didn't know, that's okay. But let me show you what you might have come up with. So remember, our main idea is there are three main types of rocks. So you might have remembered there are sedimentary rocks, that's one type. There are igneous rocks, that's another. And there are metamorphic rocks, that's the third type. So notice the main idea is that there are three. The supporting details describe each or name each type. All right, so this just says here's a main idea and detail map showing how you would organize the information. So you could use this map to write a paragraph. Here could be your main idea, your first sentence. Here could be your second, third, and fourth sentence. And then you might have a concluding sentence or more information about each type. But that's a good graphic organizer to use. All right, we're going to read a paragraph about fossils. So I'd like you to pause the recording now and go ahead and read this paragraph on your own. Keep an eye out for the main idea and any details that support it, any supporting details. Press play when you're done. Okay. If you said the main idea is fossils are important clues to our past, you are absolutely right. That was the main idea. Notice it's highlighted in yellow. It's in this yellow rectangle, and it's the very first sentence of the paragraph. That's a great place to usually find your main idea, but you should always check and make sure, is that the main idea of the paragraph or the main reason, the point the author wanted to make? And for this paragraph, it was fossils are important clues to our past. So we have our main idea. What was the supporting detail that gave a reason or a supporting fact for why fossils are important clues to the past? Let's go back and look. Go ahead and look and see if you can find one. If you found fossils are remains of plants or animals that have been buried in the ground and turned to stone, you found a supporting detail. And that could go here in this box. So I put fossils are remains of plants or animals from long ago. That detail, supporting detail, supports the idea that fossils are important clues to the past. Very good. And maybe you came up with another one too. Maybe you noticed that scientists have found fossils of dinosaur bones. That's another supporting detail. Very good if you noticed that one. Scientists have found fossils of dinosaur bones. That's another supporting detail. Scientists finding fossils isn't the main idea. The main idea was fossils are important clues to the past, and both of these are examples why. All right, you have an assignment attached to this recording, and the very first question of that assignment is this paragraph and question here. So if you've already printed it, you may go ahead and do that question with me now and have that done. If not, when you get to it, you'll recognize this question as the first one in your assignment. So the directions say, read each paragraph and choose the main idea. So we are not looking for the supporting details. This time, we're looking just for the main idea, what the author's main point was. So go ahead and pause your recording and read this paragraph to yourself now, and then press play again. All right, so let's look at the question. You've read the paragraph. The main idea of this paragraph is A, Boots is my dog. B, Boots can sit. C, Boots is very smart. Or D, most dogs can't dance. So I want you to think about what your answer is. If you have that paper out, go ahead and circle it. Otherwise, just choose your answer. And let's see what it was. All right, if you put C, Boots is very smart, you are right. That was the main idea. And in this question, it was not the first sentence, was it? But if you look at this paragraph, all of the supporting details have to do with Boots being very smart. He can wave his paw to greet people. He can stand up on 2 legs. He can do many amazing tricks. So the only one of these that would work for the main idea is that Boots is very smart. If you got that right, great job. All right, what are the next steps? What you're going to do now is you're going to complete the assignment, main idea. It's the printable attachment connected to the recording. If you haven't already printed it, make sure you print that and complete that assignment on main idea and details. Then you will either take a picture of it and email it, or scan it and email it to your reading intervention teacher, and then you will receive credit for this makeup session. Thank you so much for listening and participating. Have a great day.